Hi, I welcome you all to the 5 a.m. club. Today is a very special video where I will talk about something which matters to all of us and something which we all aspire but nobody talks about. The science of wealth and how do we become wealthy. Now, this is something that they don't teach you at school, they don't teach you at home, they don't teach because many of them don't even know it. The science of getting rich. And I'm going to tell you. First, we have to understand what do you mean by wealth. Now, we all want to be we all want to be wealthy because we can get what we want, we'll be secure and we'll just be happy. But let me tell you, is wealth only about money? Is wealth only about money? Answer is no. Because we have seen so many people who are extremely rich but are unhappy. We want wealth so that we be happy as well, right? So let's see. I have jotted down few points, important points for becoming wealthy and explaining what is wealth. First, we see so many people doing these 9 to 5, or actually in India it's 9 to 9 jobs where if you're going at the working at the top, you're really working hard so that you can get wealth. You keep doing it for multiple years until towards the end you have lot of money and you almost have no life left. Isn't this most what people are living? They're going in for jobs which they don't like. They're investing the full time. They're getting no family time. Their health has deteriorated, and they have a lot of money in the bank. Do you want to be one of them? Does this kind of a life inspire you? Answer is no. That's really not. I would say the person is not really wealthy, even if he has a lot of money in the bank. So, what is wealth about? Okay, now being wealthy is having possessions. No doubt, I agree with you. Having money in the bank, having stock market shares, having real estate and rental incomes, having multiple businesses who are giving you further income, those are important and those is what we call as a wealthy person in the eyes of society. Definitely we want that, and with time I will also show you how to achieve that because that's what we want. But also understand that there are other elements to wealth as well, that is your health. Today I can say you're very wealthy because you don't have any health issues. If you have health issues, you know how much money can be invested there. So since you don't have those kind of problems, you're tentatively or approximately have a lot of money. Now, if you want to know the real value of wealth, ask a person who's sick. He will tell you that nothing matters, health matters. Focusing on your health, that you're healthy mentally as well as physically. What's the use of having lot of money when you can't even walk, you can't have other stuff? So focus on your health, fitness, possessions I told you. The next is time. When I say time means what? If you're working the whole day and you don't have time for yourself, your family, etc., it doesn't make sense. We require time. Things should be there, things should be automated. We should keep getting wealth on regular basis, income on regular basis. When I have the time, that's when I can say really that I'm wealthy. Next, so many people have health, they have a good health, they have lot of money, they have lot of time, but are still unhappy. There was a survey said that who are the happiest and who are the saddest person. They took a full survey of their entire life journey, and you know what came up? Who were the most happiest persons? They took their survey, and they took a survey of who are the most sad persons in life. The most happiest persons who were internally happy were not someone who were very rich, or that rich factor didn't matter. What mattered is the persons who were rich who were happy, had good family bondings, had good bondings with their close ones, had good personal lives, a happy life. They saw that this was a common trait. So you could have a really poor person, but he was very happy, and a very rich person who doesn't have good relations with his brothers, his sisters, his parents, his spouses would be sad. So this is equally important. If you want to be wealthy, you also have to nurture the relations around. We've seen so many people who are the world's richest persons not having good relations with their families and children, etc. They must be very wealthy in terms of money, but they must not be happy. To be happy, a survey was done, is that the first and most common things is they were had good bonding with their families. So do not just run behind earning money, also work towards building relations, building friends, building your family ties, etc. Then they took a survey of who were the most sad people, and they wanted to see a commonality between all of them. Whoever was sad were actually, they had one most common element that a sad person had, is they felt they were lonely. So again, they sometimes what happens, in order to earn, you're working so hard, you're working just so individually, way that you don't care about anyone else, you're just working hard, and in the end you realize that you have everything but you still feel empty. So this is another important aspect. The next is knowing and following your passion, something that you love, keep doing. We've seen that if I give a brush to a painter, it would put up a smile on his face. If I would give a singer a mic, it would put up a smile on his face. Same way, what is it that if I give you will put a smile on your face? That your hobby, your passion, your interest, you need to follow that. One extremely important point, if I have to say who is wealthy, is a person who has a peace of mind, who is internally happy. When I say this peace of mind, this comes through spirituality, this comes to praying, this comes to investing your time for the year after. Now this is a little spiritual, but this is what will give you a peace of mind. And lastly is when you are able to help others and you help others. See, whenever we give to others, it makes us feel good. Same way, if you've seen many times, there are so many social workers. You ask those social workers whether they're happy or no, they'll be very contented, and they feel happy because they could help someone. So all these elements in your life have to be complete, and that's when you can be actually said to be wealthy. So your health, you need to have possessions, you need to have time to enjoy those possessions, you need to have a good family bonding where you can enjoy all of this with your loved ones. You need to work towards a career which you are passionate about. You need to be spiritual at the same time, and also help the unprivileged one and give a helping hand to all those who you can help, because in the end that is what that matters. Now again, everything else we see we can make it, but when it comes to money is something that we require assistance, and which we are not very well versed about. See, one of the best way is to set up businesses which operate on its own. So you have to learn to automate businesses. For example, Bill Gates is not working anymore. He has set up a business which runs on its own. The person who made Pepsi or Coca-Cola is not working now, because the product is already made and he's just selling it to a larger audience. So when a business is automated, you have systems in place, you have people in place, you have all the processes in place, it runs on its own. That's what I'm saying, is you need to learn the art of entrepreneurship, which again I will tell you all in, at a correct time. You have to learn to build businesses, build systems. When I'm working, think that create something which will help me reduce my work in future, rather than doing the same thing again and again and again, which doesn't add value into my life in future. Processes, so try to build systems and processes, and try to automate businesses. And remember this is my personal belief, that entrepreneurship is the new retirement plan. Work towards setting up businesses which auto run, and that's when you can retire and focus. You will have money, you will have time, you will have time to build bonds, you will have a good health since you're not stressing out too much. But this art of entrepreneurship has to be learned, which is not taught anywhere. So I sign off today with leaving this thought that knowledge is the new currency and entrepreneurship is the new retirement plan. Thank you.